Good morning, Pershore Abbey community. I hope everybody is doing okay this morning. We know just by watching the news that we are not alone in this current crisis. Every time we switch on the news, we hear stories from countries around the world about how they're trying to cope with this terrible pandemic. And somehow hearing their stories helps us to join together with them as a global community. This morning, I wanted to share with you another type of global community. We're very fortunate in the church that we have the opportunity of being linked with churches and communities across the world. And in the Pershore Abbey community, we are linked with a parish called St John's Kihonda, which is in Tanzania. I was really fortunate to go there a couple of years ago, and it was an amazing time building new friendships and working out how we could work together. I emailed our friends at St John's the other day, interested and concerned to know how they were coping in the middle of this pandemic. And they wrote back really quickly to say that they were so very sorry to hear about our situation. They were deeply saddened to hear that people were having to stay at home and that shops and businesses were closed. It really affected them. Their situation is a little bit different at the moment. In their part of Tanzania, schools and colleges have shut, but church services are continuing. They haven't had very many cases at all in their region, although we know that other parts of Tanzania have been more badly affected. So they're kind of waiting and watching to see what might happen next. But they were really keen for us to know in the Pershore Abbey community that they were thinking about us, that they were holding us in their prayers and sending their love and hoping that together we would all get through this crisis as soon as possible, that God's love would be felt and known, and that there would be hope for the future. I found it a really encouraging and supportive email, and I wanted to share it with you that however we might feel today or this week, thinking that our world has got slightly smaller, actually we're still part of an enormous world which isn't just full of crisis, it's full of incredible neighbourliness and hope and love for the future. And it felt appropriate this morning to share a prayer with you, which is not from Tanzania, but from their near neighbour, Kenya. Wind of God, blow far from us all dark despair, all deep distress, all groundless fears, all sinful desires, all false values, all selfish wishes, all wasteful worries. Blow into us your holy presence, your living love, your healing touch, your splendid courage, your mighty strength, your perfect peace, your caring concern, your divine grace, your boundless joy. Wind of God, blow strong, blow fresh, blow now. Amen.